All right, guys, how's it going? Here I am in Blighty, in the United Kingdom, the motherland, in Scarbados on the Costa del Yorkshire. Now, some of you in America might think that's a real place. Well, it kind of is, but it's actually called Scarborough, and I'm in North Yorkshire. This is my hometown, and I love it. I do love it here. It's just, I prefer Spain, all right? I'm a bit like Traitor Trent. I prefer Spain. So, anyway, when I go away, I mentioned this in my other video, but you might not have seen it. Whenever I go away, something happens regarding Liverpool Football Club. News always breaks when I'm on my travels, usually when I'm at 36,000 feet, like yesterday with the ESAC stuff. And my long-term viewers and people that have followed the website Cop Talk since the 1990s will tell you whenever Dunk goes away, shit happens, right? So the last 3 times away, Mo Salah's contract being signed, the outcome came out. Virgil van Dijk signing his contract came out. I was in Newcastle when Liverpool Football Club was put up for sale by FSG a few years ago. So there's usually something that happens, right? So enjoy it. I'm away. Check the comments on yesterday's uploads on here and over where on Duncan Oldham, where I do my morning briefings. I'll be doing one shortly. The link to that channel, Duncan Oldham, is in the video description, and it'll pop up on the screen as well. And look at the comments on those videos. Yes, everyone was like, Dunk, man, please stay away so we can get this deal done. The good news is I'm going away in August. Now, let's get up to what I want to talk to you about. We're going to be talking about Ibrahima Konaté and Real Madrid. Now, as you know, when I am in Spain, I check the Spanish football dailies for you every day. I was going to do that at the airport yesterday, but I didn't have much time. So today, I have checked yesterday's Spanish football dailies and today's Spanish football dailies. And Ibrahima Konaté, it was mentioned yesterday and today. Once by Marca, once by AS, both Real Madrid publications based in Madrid. Obviously, pro-Real Madrid propaganda, Real Madrid propaganda as well. I want to tell you what was mentioned in those articles. Now, I'm going to probably read both articles to you, but to save you time, if you haven't got time, I'm just going to give you a summary from each, which Dave has done for me, my AI assistant. I'll give you the summaries, and those of you that want to, maybe listen to a little bit more, a bit more commentary and opinion, hang around. So the first one was yesterday, and this was by Jose Felix Diaz. As you know, I pay a lot of attention to him. He is the equivalent with Real Madrid as Paul Joyce and Liverpool Football Club, right? So when Jose Felix Diaz says something, you listen, because he is basically Real Madrid. He is Perez. It's true, right? So he published an article called Real Madrid Step Up the Centre-Back Operation, right? And I'm going to just skip to this summary by Dave first. And Dave said as follows: Konaté is one of Real Madrid's top 2 centre-back targets, along with William Saliba. Madrid are watching Konaté's contract closely. It expires in June 2026, and they suspect groundwork is already done for a free transfer next summer. This would mirror... This is so funny. I shit you not, this is Dave's words. This would mirror Traitor Trent situation. A long-courted free deal that Madrid were ready to pounce on. Madrid may consider moving earlier to get Konaté in this window, just like they tried and failed with Trent in January due to Carvajal's injury. Liverpool won't let Konaté go easily, but they're also at risk of losing him for nothing next year. Madrid's defensive concerns, injuries, poor form and a need for fresh legs mean they are actively weighing up a deal now or later. The article strongly suggests Konaté remains a live target, and if sales like Rodrigo or Ceballos happen soon, Madrid may make a move. That was yesterday's article. Moving on to today's article, and I've published it on the members' website. I did get the image here, so I'm sure I prefer to show it when it's behind me, but there you go. That's me and my grandson up there, look. So that, as you can see, was actually over 1.5 pages today in AS. And basically it says Konaté open option, right? That's what it says. And what we're going to do is I'll skip to Dave's summary again to save you time if you don't want to hang around. Real Madrid consider their squad complete, but are keeping tabs on 2 key positions, centre-back and central midfield. I mentioned this the other day. Alexis McAllister has been mentioned a few times, but each time they mention him in Madrid, they always say, but Real know that Liverpool won't sell, he would cost a fortune, very unlikely. So don't panic yet. But I do think we're going to see him linked with them throughout next season. I've said this since earlier this year. Right, just got a notification, let me mute that. Please go. Right, here we go. Konaté, Liverpool contract expiring, is being closely monitored, especially after defensive errors by Rudiger and Asensio. Asensio, they were picking him up. The kid broke through recently. They were saying he was going to be the next defender for the next 10 years with Huijsen. He's had a few bad games and they're absolutely destroying him. That's what the Spanish fucking media is like. Trent, be careful. Madrid could make a late bid in the transfer window to surprise Liverpool and force a decision. Madrid are only willing to pay 20 to 25 million euros, which we already know. We've discussed that on here, while Liverpool reportedly value him at 50 million euros. The club sees Konaté as a potential free agent target, similar to how they signed Alexander-Arnold. Fabrizio Romano reports Liverpool are preparing a huge renewal offer to keep him. Of course they are. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Madrid are also watching Saliba at Arsenal, but Konaté is clearly the primary focus. They've mentioned Saliba quite a few times, and at one point it sounded like they were more interested in Saliba than Konaté, but then they must have got something from the Konaté camp, because it's been Konaté. This is the first time they've mentioned Saliba for months. Madrid's transfer policy is now to target young talent in the final year of their contracts who want to join the club. The defensive depth is currently fragile. Huijsen and Militao are seen as starters, but Alaba's recovery is uncertain, and Asensio is disappointed. Unbelievable. If you followed my channel, right, since we started covering the Spanish newspapers because of the Trent situation at the time, you will know that they've been bigging him up. It's incredible what they're doing to Asensio. If Xabi Alonso sticks with 3 centre-backs, Madrid will need reinforcements that keeps Konaté firmly on their radar. That keeps Konaté firmly on their radar through the window. Now, you may have seen some Twitter twats saying, oh, he's been offered a new contract. What's so groundbreaking, fucking exclusive about that then? Or do you think Liverpool just sat there now going, oh, well, it looks like he won't sign? They will continue to try and negotiate a deal with Konaté, even if he stays for the full season, right? You know, like till up to January, where it looks like he might be going. They will still try and get him to sign a new deal. So when people say to me, Konaté has been offered a new deal, I go, so well, it's fucking obvious, isn't it? Then what do you think they're doing? Just ignoring the situation. Don't pay too much attention to these people, guys. Right, listen. I've given you the summaries of the articles. I do not know what else I'm going to mention to you now, so you could probably log off if you've not got much time, but make sure you hit the super thanks button and buy me a beer, because I'm in England and it's not fucking cheap. Did I say that out loud? Right, Real Madrid step up the centre-back operation. So Jose Felix Diaz yesterday, marker. Real Madrid waiting on developments, on movements and offers that are talked about but haven't arrived. Yeah, that doesn't mean the sporting department has stopped working on the next objectives ahead with the centre-back operation wide open. I think that means like, that they're hearing people interested in Rodrigo, but they haven't got the money for him yet. It's not happened. Konaté, Saliba, big targets for the reconstruction of the centre of defence. As we've been reporting in Marca, it's time for players who know they'll find it difficult to be starters or have an important who will not have an important role under Xabi Alonso to make a move. Several already are, starting with Rodrigo, followed by Ceballos, Frank Garcia, blah, blah, blah. These moves, and some others not yet public, would allow for the arrival of a new centre-back if completed. See, he's putting some not yet public. That's where journalists do know more than they put in the papers, guys. You know, everyone thinks they're always shit stirrers and that. Listen, I've spoken to Jose Felix Diaz, right, during the Trent saga. This guy knows a lot that's going on at Real Madrid that is not published in the papers, trust me, right? Konaté and Saliba are the 2 centre-backs Real Madrid most likely, given the increasing possibility that they'll need to strengthen the centre of defence with immediate impact. Clear targets. In conversations taking place at Valdebebas, on one side is Konaté, the French centre-back from Liverpool. The English club has been one of the most active in the market, and at Anfield there's a well-founded suspicion that the Madrid club's leaders have already done their homework with the defender for next season. There's a sense that it could be a repeat of the Alexander-Arnold case, who, if not for the Club World Cup, would have arrived at Real Madrid with a free transfer. The question for Real Madrid is whether to wait to bring forward the move planned for the coming months. In other words, do we give them a bit more money than we're offering, that 20 to 25 million? They talk about when they tried to sign Trent early, but Liverpool wouldn't have it. You know, it was because of Carvajal's injury. The approach was unsuccessful. In the coming weeks, they may repeat the move with Konaté. What does seem clear is that Liverpool's leaders won't give him away, but they also don't want to see a player of that level leave for nothing. Let's focus on the next article. Konaté open option. Real Madrid consider the squad to be complete. 25 registrations allowed are filled, so they need to get people out, and they're not taking their eye off the market. Two positions considered potentially in need of strengthening: centre back and central midfield. After, especially the former centre back, after what was seen in the match against PSG with two major errors from Asensio and Rudiger. Oh, he's made a mistake, so let's get rid of him now. Though there's no alarm, they are monitoring the situation of one player, Ibrahima Konaté. According to L'Equipe, it is not ruled out that Real Madrid might make an offer for Konaté. Now, we don't usually listen to L'Equipe. It's a very speculative publication concerning general Premier League news. But when it's regarding a French player or high-profile French clubs, I tend to listen to them a bit more, right? So bear that in mind. So what he's saying here, Diaz, Jose Felix Diaz, is that L'Equipe are not ruling out that Real Madrid might make an offer for Konaté in the final days of the transfer window. I find this all very interesting, and I find it believable, okay? The English club is very alert to the situation after the case of Alexander-Arnold. They don't want the same thing to happen again. Talks about Liverpool working on, preparing a new offer for him, which I suspect they will be doing. It's common sense, I think. Skip it. Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, we've covered it. I think we've covered everything in there. All right, guys. So that's it. I think that's an interesting update. There is no mention of Alexis McAllister in there, but they're still talking about that midfield position. We know he's an option that they would like, and I'm sure a lot of clubs would like him, but he ain't fucking going anywhere. So yeah, I think that's it. So, in a nutshell, Madrid still talking about Konaté. Now, if you remember a video of mine recently, one of the journalists basically admitted that they continually publish articles, and I think it was about Konaté. It has to be about Konaté. Yeah, it was about Konaté. That it was AS that they continually do the agenda. They admitted this in the article. Do you remember the agenda from Real Madrid constantly telling Liverpool via the Madrid-based media, via Marca, via AS, like getting that message out. Think about it. Yesterday, today, nothing really new in there, is there? Maybe, but it's keeping it in the thing. It's sending a message to Liverpool all the time. We're going to have him for free next year, so maybe you should lower your 50 million valuation. The journalist admitted that. You know what I mean? So this is why you are continually seeing him in those newspapers. And they are, people will say, who believes them, propaganda, bullshit. Look, we don't take what they say as concrete, just like we don't do as, with British publications as well, right? But you can't dismiss them. Absolutely everything they said about Trent was correct. And all season it was, what a load of shit, as if you believe them fucking idiots. Forget. They just want to destabilise Liverpool. Yeah, they're sat there terrified. They're just going to make it all look just for you, little Johnny in fucking Bradford that thinks it's all being made up. Everything they said. And from Jose Felix Diaz regarding Trent Alexander-Arnold happened. And private conversations with me too. So, if he says that's what Real Madrid are thinking, right, you can take it as gospel. That doesn't mean he's going to go and leave on a free. Liverpool might convince him. He might turn around and go, no, it's just about the money, I'm fucking staying here. Because he'll get more money at Liverpool than he will at Real Madrid, trust me. Although you have to think about a signing on fee. So, anyway, you know all this, don't you guys, if you follow my channel? I've got to go. I've got a wedding to go to. Fuck my life. If you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. If you want to support my channel, there is a super thanks button under the video. It's a love heart. It's like getting me a beer or a coffee. It don't come through till next month, and YouTube take 30% though. So if you use the Revolut link in the video, that flashes up on my phone. So that means when I'm sat there today from that wedding, right, I'll be there at 3 o'clock. Well, at the wedding, I've got to be there at 12 noon. And then there's the wedding, then there's the sit down, then you've got to kill some time in the bar, then you're going to have the party tonight. I could just sit down and be bored off my tits and it'll flash up like that. Red Dave's bought dunk, drink, fucking get in there. It's men. I love Revolut, me. I could tap my phone like that. It's not Spanish prices though, don't you forget it. Shout out to my channel members as well, the people with the football next to the name, absolute heroes around here, all right? Listen, I'm on my travels. I'm sat here in my boxer shorts in the fucking garden, but I'm trying to keep you guys updated so you don't get misled by them Twitter twats. I'll speak to you in a bit. Right.